Hi, this is Aziz Khan with today's headline news, and we start from CNN. So today the main news is still about US because the protests they have become very much violent, and even though the US president has retraced some of his words, but maybe it's a bit late. Then because people they respond fast. So initial response of a leader should be very thought out thing, not like a mafia leader. I mean, he's running a country, he's not running a mafia. So, like people say that Trump had fled from his duty. So, if people are thinking like this, then it's quite serious. It's has reached 25 cities, and amid Corona, because this is also people are uncontrolled and they are not no people they don't follow any SOP in normal circumstances. So how do you expect if these people they had some Corona type of thing, then this 2-3 days of unrest they should increase it manifold. But again, some even the protesters they are also trying to stop the looters, because these are two different kind of things basically. I mean, there are some people who are protesting about a thing which is a good thing as well. I mean, you should protest against an injustice, but there are always some people who take advantage of this kind of time. I mean, so a lot of people they are looting Louis Vuitton and looting Target. I mean, they have a good chance of making some easy money, so they are using this incident, and this is making a kind of bad thing to the protesters, because protesters are protesting for something which is really good, but the other people they are making the case looking bad. So further we see that there is a small story of some people. They were working in almost the south part of India in Bangalore, and then because India had put the shutdown very suddenly in a night. I mean, they without any information to anyone, they just closed all the trains and all the transport. So some guy, 10, 12 person, they walked around 1250 miles in 10 days, and one of them, when he reaches his home, the next day a snake bite him and he died while they were taking him to the hospital. So this is what we say, that this is your destiny. I mean, this is a kind of philosophy in some religions as well, that sometime your destiny is calling you somewhere. So this person who was stranded here, he has no means to move 1250 miles, but his death was waiting for him at this place, so he has to reach from here to here anyhow. So he went on foot, and he met his death. But this is a philosophical thing. I mean, maybe some of you will not agree, but this is what we a kind of believe at. A lot of things, if you see them, it looks like the destiny was calling someone, and he reached on the call of the destiny, and the destiny was waiting for him. So this man, he reached his death after walking 1250 miles, and then his death met him at that place. So SpaceX is launching astronauts, and so Elon Musk, he has 16 years ago, he has offered to help NASA. So NASA has got his help now after 16 years, and they have launched some astronauts into orbit. So things, I am not sure. Maybe they did it in response to China because China also launched two space ships yesterday. So a lot of things they just happen because of you did it, so I should also do it. So maybe. So things generally they are um, not. We can say that things are very troubled. I mean, not good news is very difficult to find. Bad news is easy to find these days. So party goers at a crowded pool party in Missouri test positive for coronavirus. So this is, I mean, I don't know why they are putting this as a news again and again. These kind of things. These are not news. This is a general fact. I mean, you don't still don't believe in corona. No problem. Corona will make you believe on itself. So other news are almost the same. Trump is Trump, and he's wreaking havoc on this world, on everything which he can do. So BBC also has covered the same. As a black American, I'm terrified. So black Americans are terrified now because of a person whose racist tweets has already done a lot of damage, which cannot be undone very easily. I mean, it's more easy to, for example, it took 5 minutes to take down a tree. I mean, you just cut a tree and the tree is gone, but it takes maybe 10, 15, 20 years for the tree to grow to a big length. So whatever he has done with 2, 3, 4, 5 of his tweets, it will not be undone that easily. Now he is delaying G7 and he wants to add 4, 5 more countries of his choice. So I don't know. This person is like he wants to do whatever he likes and he wants everyone else just to follow his tweets. So he wants to control the world with his tweets without any concrete thing. I mean, okay, you if you are really doing something good, then you should do it in a proper way. There are SOPs of everything. So China launches two satellites yesterday, and now US also launched. So China is providing some information of US, not in that way, not as a main, but yes, a news is a news. So eight pandas start new life in ancient town in central China. So pandas are also getting some life in China. Apart from that, Tokyo also opens some of the state of emergency is lifted in Tokyo. So let's see what happens because Tokyo is also a very populous city. So, but Japanese are known to follow the SOPs very well. So hopefully this will not make any big difference. But still, we don't know. I mean, because we see that South Korea, when they opened the schools, the case rises a lot, then they close the school again. So Japan should also watch carefully. So Berliners are making fashion statement with face masks. So this is also, yes. I mean, these kind of things are good. I mean, you take face mask as a fashion industry, no problem. It's a big fashion. I mean, you can make $1 million mask and you can show off, but at least take a precaution so that the main thing is the precaution. So Al Jazeera is also everyone is interested to know that what is happening in US, Latin America. Deaths are also very high. I don't know what is the problem in this Americas. I mean North America, South America. They because we know that there is a big difference in both the Americas. One is a rich America, one is a poor America. So poor America, they are losing their lives. Then at least we can give them some margin of error. Okay, they are poor guys. They don't have a lot of things. But the rich guys are losing their life on a more higher speed. I mean, though this makes the thing very. That's why maybe a lot of people in the US they are still believe in the conspiracy that this is nothing. This is just a conspiracy, and or maybe this is some gimmick of this guy because he has quitted WHO as well. Now people are like following him that please don't do it, and but he's just trying to influence everyone in some way or the other. I mean that if you want to run the world, you need me. This is right. I mean, but you should behave in a responsible way. So Al Jazeera is also. Let's go to Reuters. Reuters also start with the U.S. problems. Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque opened after 2 months. US is having big problems, and things in the world are not, you can say that not, whatever is going on in US is very bad. But people in US are still dying because of corona with high numbers. I mean, 100 and almost 1,000 daily. The number is not going low. So protesters are protesting, but the people who are losing their life, I mean, they are losing their life. So China and Hong Kong governments say that Trump's pledge of curb sections. Trump postponed G7 summit. So Pope is also saying that the weapon funding should be diverted to research against the pandemic. But this is also a very, you can say that he's a kind of powerful and a kind of very helpless guy as well at the same time. Because, I mean, no one, these kind of things, no one should listen. We know it very simply that, like, for example, US will not listen to this. Why should they listen? I mean, they make money from the weapons. They don't make a big money from any other things. So no big other news. Iranian fuel reaches Venezuelan station as price set to rise. So oil things are also going because the oil price is going down. So this is also, I mean, a lot of things. As I said, a lot of things are happening at the same time. So it's not very easy to control. I mean, at these kind of times, if you have a very uh, intelligent or at least cool-minded people on the places where the things should be run, then that thing can make the things go in the right way. But the problem is that we are having a very fragile and very difficult times, and almost everywhere we have some people on the higher seats which those people, they don't care about anything. They don't even care about the humans or whatever. So let's see. Let's meet tomorrow again with the headline of tomorrow. So see you. Bye.